And we are live. Welcome to Odd Shopper Live, everybody. Thursday, November 21st. I'm Josh Engleman, and I am here to break down anything we can find at a pick'em site or a sports book using the Odd Shopper Portfolio EV tool. And based on the screen that I have up right now, we're about to build a really good PrizePicks card. And that's going to get pretty exciting. The card that we built yesterday didn't work out the way that we would have wanted it to. The card that I gave out on my personal tails, on the other hand, certainly did. We went 5-0. Wendell Carter Jr. ended up not playing, so we didn't have the chance for 6 of 6, but hit the 5-0 on PrizePicks via tails yesterday. You guys can get that for $4.99 signing up using the link in the description. We went 1-3 on everything that we had yesterday from the show. So that one is already dead. But now we're here. And I don't want to miss this value. So I'm going to head to the Pick'em Optimizer on Odd Shopper and click that button. You guys can see it on the screen right now. Look at that 9.9% EV. This is an 18% EV card. Miles Price under receptions. Reggie Love the third. Oh, wow. I assume that's the Reggie Love's kid from Duke. Former Obama dude. Interesting. Didn't know that's got to be him. We get an EPL play here for Edouard from Leicester. We get Jalen Warren for tonight. And then we get 2 NBA plays. Nope, we get 1 NBA play, 1 college basketball. So that's college basketball, NBA, NFL, EPL, and 2 college football plays. And we're good. Lineup still exists. And I'm going biggie on this one. We are looking for the payout because that EV is stellar. Don't want to miss out on something like that. I can not be so zoomed in. I can share this bad boy for you guys too. So let's get that link into chat so that you guys can tail that card as well, because that's one of the better PrizePicks cards that we've had the opportunity to build on Odd Shopper Live. Steven Leibowitz, what's going on, brother? Man, that is a hell of a card. Whew. That is damn good. Man, that's great. Let's see if we can find anything else on some of the other pick'em sites. We have not had a lot of luck with Underdog lately. This is going to be like close to neutral from what I'm seeing. Yeah, 3%. If we're lucky, we have some sort of boost. I feel like I haven't gotten a boost on Underdog in a week. And today is apparently no different. No boost whatsoever. I kind of want to take this card just because I feel like I haven't done anything on Underdog in ages, and it feels like we should. So let's put this one in. It's going to be Sam Levitt under 25.5 rushing yards. I really wish we were getting a boost here. I'm going to have to go relatively light. We're going to get Larry Markkinen under points. And this is just so easy to do using the Portfolio EV tool. I mean, all of the data is just right in front of our face. We have it immediately. And you can get these cards in within like a minute of the time that you see it. Like, you don't have to wait around. The chances that you're going to miss out on value are ultra low. Nick Schmaltz under 0.5 points. Abu Usman for Oklahoma State under 1.5 assists. I don't know who the hell that is, but under 1.5 dimes works for me. Abu. And we're going to go less assists. So that's 5-pick card flexed. We're not going to go too crazy, but that's 10x for a 5-0. That's 2.5x for a 4-1. Let's drop that bad boy in there. Done. And for you guys, Obi, glad you're here. Link in chat. So we have a massive positive EV play for PrizePicks coming straight out of the Portfolio EV tool. We got a decent Underdog card. I feel like we haven't had Sleeper in a week. We're going to be close here. Yeah, 0. This is dead neutral. And I'm guessing if I only take those top two, it's massively negative. Okay. We could actually do a 3% EV play on just Jakob Poeltl and Miles Price. Does the third... Wait, did that Miles Price line go away? I think it did. So the best we could do is Jakob Poeltl, Franz Wagner, 2-pick card at 1% EV. That's... Look, is it a positive EV play? Yes. Should you take positive EV plays? Yes. Is that a little thinner than I would like it to be? Also, yes. Because the 5 best plays you can get to here get you to negative 4%. And I just don't really have a ton of interest in this 2-pick card. I don't think it's... While it's decently neutral, I don't really have any benefit to take this one. So let's check out Betr, which obviously we know we're going to get. We get Betr every time. I'm going to generate that on my phone for right now since they don't have an app. 11% EV on the Betr card. That I can handle. Now, the Betr card that we built yesterday went 1 and 2. It had a lot of overlap with that PrizePicks card. So that one died. We did go 4 and 1 the previous day. But for now, we're going to get Najee Harris over 17.5 as the longest rush. That one is mildly scary. It's a weird prop. Jack Hughes under 3.5 shots on goal. We get Fabian Zetterlund under 2.5 shots on goal. We get Naz Reid under 5.5 rebounds. So we're bouncing around between hockey, NFL, NBA. So we're hitting everything here. And then finally, the 5th pick for Betr is going to be Jakob Poeltl. And that's going to be under 29.5 PRA. So pretty standard 5-pick card for Betr. I do like the 11% EV. That's a little bit higher than it normally is. So I'm actually going to go a little bit bigger here on Betr than I normally do. I took that up to a 4/10 of a unit play. Somehow I'm missing one of these plays. So who did I miss? Harris, Hughes, Reid, Poeltl. Apparently Zetterlund either went away or I never added it. And the answer is apparently it went away. So less than 2.5 shots on goal for Fabian Zetterlund gets us to our 5-pick card. That is 10x. If you go 5-0, that's 2.5x. If you go 4-1, card is placed. So let me share this entry quickly. Copy that link. I'll hop into the YouTube chat and drop it. The same game parlay that we built yesterday on FanDuel did not win. So that was a bummer. But, you're not going to win those all that frequently. They're tough. Find my Odd Shopper link here. There we go. Now I'm in. So, chat, you now have 3 cards built. 3 cards across PrizePicks, Underdog, and Betr. And we did all of that in 8 minutes and 45 seconds from the time that this show went live. And for those of you that are dubious of what you get out of the portfolio EV tool, we also have the portfolio results table. That tracks every single recommendation that we've had using this portfolio EV model. So let's say you're wondering, well, how good is the NBA going? And I'm just going to say, anytime we've had an Odd Shopper rating 5 or higher, well, let's look for solidly good plays. Well, any Odd Shopper rating 5 or higher in the NBA this year would have recommended almost 3,400 bets since the beginning of the season. We're at basically a month right now. And you would be up 8.5% if you placed all of those bets. Let's say you're just a $5 bettor and you put $5 on any recommendation that we have. If you would have done that since the beginning of the season and hit all of those, you'd be up $1,200. Now, I can understand 3,400 bets across a month probably feels like a lot. I mean, if you're watching Greg's Bankroll Challenge series on Twitter, you can get down 100 bets a day on like a normal NBA slate, especially on the bigger ones. That can happen for sure. We're trying to we're trying to volumize micro edges, essentially. But maybe you don't think you would want to be playing that many. Maybe you want to have a slightly higher threshold. Maybe you want only odd shopper ratings 8 or higher, and only things that you think win at least 50% of the time. So better than coin flip odds of actually winning. If you change those filters and then preview the results, we are now at 1,500 bets recommended, which I bet makes a little bit more sense. We're talking about 50 a day. And then we are then at a 10% ROI. If you were a $5 bettor and you made those plays, you would have almost $800 more in your account after the first month of the season than you would have if you started or you were just doing something else. This tool works. It just works. And it's working for everybody, honestly. The amount of posts that we're getting tagged in of people just being like, yo, I didn't think this was going to be a tool that would be helpful for me. And from the moment that I got it, everything has been great. I just regularly have solid success. The down days aren't crazy. And it's not just for the NBA. Now, if you just take 5 odd shopper ratings or higher for the NFL, we're up 7% overall across 700 bets. If we talk MLB this past season, I don't even know what these results are going to look like. For some reason, not in here right now. Might have to tell the devs, check that out. How's the NHL been going so far this season? If you took only 5 odd shopper ratings for the NFL or for the NHL plays that have been recommended, we're talking almost 1,800 bets since the season started. 10% ROI. You'd be up another 900 if you were just hitting these NHL versions. And you can build out these filters, figure out what sort of angle you want, and then you can save that portfolio and get notifications anytime those bets show up in Portfolio EV. You'll get a notification the moment it happens, and then you're a button click or two away from placing that quickly. Eckler's got a question. He says, do you recommend if you notice a book with a high hit percentage for props and it's offered on a different pick'em site and I can only play pick'em sites, would you add that to parlays due to the high hit rate? I would, like, good plays are good plays. The book doesn't matter at all. So if you think that you are getting the same line or better potentially, whether that's at a different book or a pick'em site, that recommendation is still valid. So if you know what, like for PrizePicks, for example, and I can sort of show this on the screen as a better example. If I go to the pick'em optimizer for PrizePicks in particular, let's say that I add just these top 2 legs, because it doesn't really, the specifics of this don't matter as much. I'll add these top 3 legs. The average line based on the take from PrizePicks would be minus 144. Now, if you get that up to a 4-pick card, it drops to minus 132. A 5-pick card is minus 119. A 6-pick card is the equivalent of minus 118 everywhere. So if you're seeing value at a book and that same line exists here, but maybe the line that you're getting at the book is like minus 125. Like, that is then a valuable play on PrizePicks. Now, it should probably be showing up on the pick'em sites as well. That's sort of what's driving it. But if I'm understanding your question here, like, yeah, don't you as long as that recommendation is consistent across the line, like, get it wherever you can get it, if you can. So we got PrizePicks in, we've got Underdog in, and we got Betr in. I'm going to take a look at FanDuel for right now and see if there's any sort of promos that would be interesting to us. So I'm going to hop to the parlay builder. We're going to go to FanDuel to see what kind of value we have at the sportsbook. And we do have enough that this might actually work out for us. Now we have a 30% live profit boost to the NFL game for tonight. That's not something that we could take advantage of right now, unfortunately. There's another 30% same game on the NBA side, which we can probably get to. Yeah, let's see what we can get built here. See if we can get a 3-leg same game to use this FanDuel profit boost. So the first play that we would be looking at if we wanted to do that would be to try to lock in these values that exist. And right out of the gate, we see 2 with decent value, and they're in the same game. It's John Collins under PRA, and it's Kyle Filipowski under rebounds. If I also add in Anthony Edwards, that is a plus 505 option. Now, the same game parlay odds are plus 458. With the boost, it takes us to plus 596. So just to show you guys what that value looks like, if I open up our expected value calculator, let's look at this EV calculator. So we know that the expected win rate of this 3-leg same game parlay is 17%. And we know that the odds are plus 596. That's giving us a 3% ROI on this boost. I like that. That's a solid value. So I'm going to place that same game parlay, and we're going to take the 3 plays that are listed here with the 30% boost on FanDuel. John Collins, under 28.5 PRA. Kyle Filipowski, under 5.5 boards. Anthony Edwards, under 5.5 rebounds. All right, Eckler. Like trying to use the EV results page to say the tool typically remembers bets that win more than lose with a specific stat. Should I value that and put him on pick'em parlays? If EV results say 63% on rebound props recommended win and 37% lose on FanDuel. Eckler, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what you're talking about. But I would not care whatsoever what the data is on a per sportsbook basis. That wouldn't matter to me in any way. Only the aggregate. But I don't understand what you're asking me. I wish I did, but unfortunately I do not. Let's see what DraftKings has. This will be the final bonus chase. All right, Eckler, thanks. You guys can be in that Discord as well by signing up for my Tails package. You could do that at the top of the screen. Click the Tails link. You can discover insiders, and you can go straight to me. $4.99 a week, $19.99 a month. We are at 8 of the last 9 days were profitable days. We hit a 5-0 PrizePicks card yesterday for 10x value. But yeah, we're 8-1 profitable days in the last 9, man. We're on a hell of a run. So we do have the classic Thursday promo at DraftKings. We have a no sweat token, which we can take. What is this? Don't know what that Shams tweet is that I just saw. So we have got a no sweat, and we get a 33% profit boost. So I like to pair these things together and use the no sweat to cover my DraftKings play. So the only problem here will be whether or not we actually have enough value to do this. And unfortunately for us right now, we don't have a single positive EV play on DraftKings to use in this same game parlay no sweat play. I'm hoping throughout the day something will pop up here and I can take advantage of that. And for the no sweat, you're willing to take a negative EV option. It doesn't matter as much because there's no downside risk. But the way that I'm looking at it right now, we don't have a single recommended option. I'm not going to build the same game parlay if I don't have a single play that I can put in from the tool. So that kind of limits us a bit on what we want to do here for the DraftKings side. And the other promos on DraftKings, college basketball has a 50% profit boost for same game. I'm at least going to take a look at it. Yeah, see, like we only have one college basketball play at positive EV, and that is Tennessee 0.2% EV, and they're minus 675 on the money line. We just think the true line is minus 683. So I can't even really take advantage of these college basketball boosts. We just don't have value on the DraftKings side right now. That's kind of a bummer. What kind of value is out there in the sports books right now? So it looks like BetMGM is the place to be today. We are getting this one-off TJ Hawkinson receptions play at Fanatics. That is our number one play, 13 odd shopper rating. But BetMGM has an 11 odd shopper rating on Anthony Edwards, a 6 odd shopper rating on Nick Schmaltz, a 5 odd shopper rating on Sam Reinhart. We've got 3 more BetMGM plays in this, what looks like 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it is 10. So 10 on the screen right now. 6 of the 10 sports books are BetMGM with the best line on these plays. So if you're on BetMGM today, it appears there is quite a bit of value for you to grab. There's not all that much out there on FanDuel. You know, we're seeing 2 lines. There's not all that much out there on DraftKings. We're seeing that Kyle Filipowski rebounds play. But in terms of like just volume here at the sports books that we're looking to hit the promos, we just don't have it. Like in theory, we could probably build a 4-leg same game parlay on DraftKings with Filipowski, Reed, Tim Hardaway, and something else. But we only have 3 available decent plays on DraftKings right now. The value on DK is just non-existent for right now, which is a real bummer. FanDuel, at least we were able to get that done. But yeah, lay the house. You said it best. Slow night tonight besides the NHL. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And we could do a stepped up NHL parlay. Like if I take a look at what we have here, even still on DraftKings, NHL is 4 plays. It's so limited today. I mean, that's not all that surprising. We only have 4 NBA games today on the slate. The amount of value that you can get out of 4 games is always going to be relatively low. Let's see. Josh, how do you decide what game to pick players from? Do you go off the point totals or just by EV only? EV only. I don't pay attention to anything else. When I'm using Odd Shopper and Portfolio EV, the only thing that matters to me is the Odd Shopper rating and the EV. I am letting the tool do the work. I am not offering up my thoughts or focus on anything. I just want to take it straight out of the tool. Because the tool, the results speak for themselves. This is sort of just what we talked about. Like let's say you only want 10 odd shopper ratings, like just the cream of the crop NBA plays. We're talking about 1,200 plus plays in a month and a 12.5% ROI. Like you don't, in my eyes, I just want to wash my hands of it. To me, this is just like sort of the automation of achieving value. For right now, we have what I believe to be, and I think the results speak for themselves based on what's on the screen right now. I think this is by far the best tool anywhere in the sports betting realm. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anything that presents the results that we are showing on the screen right now. The idea that we recommended over 1,200 bets over the first month of the NBA season, and those 1,200 bets have returned 12.5% ROI. I don't know how anybody could say anything about it. This is just very clearly the best thing that you can get to. And you can get it for free for a month if you want to. There's a button here that says Get Portfolio EV Free. I'd prefer it if you click the link in the description of this video. It'll take you to the exact same place, but I'll get a little bit more credit for it. If you're in a legal sports betting state or you have pick'em sites available and you haven't signed up at one of them yet, we have a boatload of options. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 different sites that you could take this offer for. Let's say you want to sign up at Bet365. You're in a legal sports betting state. You've never signed up there before. You sign up, you click that button to claim the offer. You go to Bet365. You bet $5 at Bet365. They're going to give you $150 worth of bonus bets. And you're going to get 1 month of portfolio EV. So you'll be able to be on Bet365. You'll be able to take any Bet365 recommendations that are coming out of the portfolio EV tool. You'll have bonus bets to use at Bet365 for those recommended plays. And you'll have that for a month. And it will cost you $0 to use this tool for us. You won't pay us a single cent, but you will have the access to this tool for a full month. If that deal doesn't sound good, I'm not sure you're ever going to find a deal that you like. Maybe it's a deposit match bonus at Sleeper for $100. Maybe it's up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you sign up at Underdog. DraftKings and FanDuel sportsbooks are here. Pick 6 is here. Vivid Picks is here. Caesars. Rebet. You have plenty of options. Lay the House says, when I move to a state with these books, I'll be all over these offers. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not just one either. Like, you can stack these up if you need to. Jamal, yeah, there you go. You get a really nice bonus for this kind of stuff and access to the portfolio EV tool. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And I highly recommend everybody take advantage of it. The results are there. I've talked about this on the show a lot. I'm going to pull it up on the screen one last time before we dip out of here. This is Greg's Twitter, G. Ehrenberg DFS. Every single day, he's posting his bankroll building challenge. He started with $100 on the first day of the NBA season. He has turned that $100 into $384. He's close to tripling his bankroll already. The 12.6% ROI. He tracks every single play. You could see it here. All of the reconciliation of how things are going are here. I mean, think about it like this. So he won $26 yesterday. So he had a $350 something bankroll heading into yesterday. He had $205 out in bets. But look at the count of bets that he had. He placed all of these yesterday. And it might sound, obviously they look like smaller numbers. That's fine. The goal is volume. The goal is volume. And the more volume you're putting down with all of these, grabbing like 3% EV, 4% EV, 2% EV plays, in bulk, you get to where you want to be. And that's why you see Greg right now with a $384 bankroll, up from $100 a month ago. What was the first day of the NBA season? October 22nd. So it is officially a month. Tomorrow it will be November 22nd. He's up 12.5% across all of it and has put in an extra $284 into his bankroll. For those of you that don't have a lot of extra cash laying around to do this, Greg is showing you right now that starting with $100 can build you a legitimate bankroll. So if that doesn't speak for it, if everything that we've shown so far on the show doesn't speak for it, I'm not sure you're looking for the help anymore. So sign up using that link in the description. All of your options are right here, and you can get yourself a month of the portfolio EV tool. I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to have a much bigger show tomorrow. I'm guessing we have 8 NBA games. None of those teams will be on a back-to-back. They're all NBA Cup games, so we should get a ton of potential NBA stuff that we could hit. We're definitely going to beat up the pick'em sites, but I think tomorrow when we get into this show, we are going to be celebrating either a perfect Betr card, a perfect Underdog card, or a perfect PrizePicks card. Something's coming in. I can feel it. So make sure you're tailing it. Links are in the chat. But for now, guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'll talk to you later.